In this episode of Torres Journeys, we find ourselves in Newfoundland, where our arrival coincides with a powerful windstorm, with gusts reaching up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. We take you on a tour of historic lighthouse, over a century old, once used by European whalers. Our journey continues as we learn about the awe-inspiring icebergs in Twillingate and explore the vibrant city of St. John's. So, get ready for a visual feast as we showcase the stunning Newfoundland scenery and share intriguing sights about this unique province. Join us on this exciting adventure. It's a journey you won't want to miss. All on today's Torres Journeys. All right, Yulia, where are we? We're on a ferry. We are on a ferry. We've had a very long day, 6 hours in the rain, and we are on the ferry going to Newfoundland. And you can see that all the motorcycles, about 6 of them down there. So we strapped it down. Now we're going upstairs where we're going to be staying. We weren't lucky to get a cabin, so we're going to be sitting in a chair all night. And how long is the ferry ride?
The ferry ride is 7 hours, but the boarding was delayed for about a few hours, so...
7 hours, all right. Well, Julia, breakfast, how is it?
Breakfast good. I'm glad we're eating on the ferry. But the weather, oh my god.
It's just gray skies out there, gray skies. But luckily the weather system's continuously moving north and it got in front of us. But it's cold. It's in the 50s. That's cold. Really cold. Taking the ferry to Newfoundland is not just an adventure. It's a journey that can vary greatly in cost depending on your mode of transportation. For us, traveling on our trustworthy BMW K1600, the fare was around $100. However, if you're rolling with a larger vehicle like an RV or a semi-truck, be prepared to dig deeper into your pockets. The cost can skyrocket to thousands of dollars. It's a reminder that in the world of travel, size and weight does matter when it comes to ferry fares. So, whether you're cruising on two wheels like us or steering a massive rig, the ferry to Newfoundland offers an unforgettable experience, even if the price tag differs. Newfoundland, the easternmost province of Canada, is a place rich in history and natural beauty. It was one of the first places Europeans arrived in North America, with the Norths, Norwegians, exploring dating back to the 11th century. This province has a unique blend of cultures, from its indigenous peoples to the early European settlers, including the Basque and Portuguese fishermen. St. John's, its capital, is one of the oldest cities in North America. Newfoundland's landscape is diverse, with rugged coastlines, towering cliffs, and pristine fjords. It's also famous for its icebergs, which will break away from glaciers in Greenland and drift southward along Newfoundland's coastline. Today's journey promises to be a true test of endurance. Unexpectedly caught in the clutches of a relentless storm, we're pushing through the challenging weather, determined to reach Rocky Harbor. Our ultimate goal is Grand Falls, but we'll have to backtrack a bit before pressing onward. We'll be on the road from the crack of dawn right up until just before sundown. Thankfully, the further north we venture, the longer the delayed hours are, granting us a few extra precious minutes to cover ground. It's days like this that truly test our mental strength and remind us of the unpredictable nature of the open road. So continue to join us as we tackle this grueling leg of the journey on Torres Journeys. As we roll into Rocky Harbor, the history of this place captivates us. Nestled on the western coast of Newfoundland, this harbor town has seen generations of resilient souls call it home. It's a place where fishermen have cast their nets for centuries, battling the fierce North Atlantic waters to provide for their families. The echoes of their stories still resonate in the salty breeze that sweeps through the town. Rocky Harbor's very name tells us a tale of its rugged coastline, where rocky shores meet the untamed sea. It's a testament to the resilience of the people who've chosen to live here, forging a life amidst the challenges of nature. As we explore its streets and meet the locals, we're greeted with warm smiles and tales of the town's past. These are the same faces that have weathered storms and celebrated the bounties of the sea. Their stories, like the craggy cliffs that surround us, stand as enduring testaments to the enduring spirit of Rocky Harbor. Julia has brought us here all the way to Newfoundland, to Lobster Cove, where it's super gorgeous and a little bit windy. Look at this. Oh yeah. Lobster Cove. What highway was it up?
430.
Highway 430. Look at that. Oh, we should have them take our picture before they...
Where's water?
Did you bring your camera?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what. Home is where the light is. Very nice. For more than 100 years. Okay. All right. That's where we are right there. Looks like some people lived here. All right. Walk down there? Yes, she does. Wow. Well, Yulia, this might be the furthest part north that we go, at least up this road. Have you ever been to Norway?
No.
If you close your eyes and open it up, your eyes, this is what it looks like. Norway does look very similar to this.
What is it? Do you see that green thing? I think it's a person in there.
It's not a person. Probably just some like lobster trap or something. Oh my gosh. And windy isn't what proper word. It's like a wind storm. Windstorm. Well, should we go into the lighthouse?
Yeah, let's go.
Get you out of the wind?
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's not raining.
I rather
None of that
rain.
stuff. Really?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Rain
Not
was
mixed with the rain in this.
No, just the rain.
No.
Hello, Becky.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good.
That much like in the middle of the garden.
As we step inside the Lobster Point Lighthouse Museum, we're transported back in time. The walls are adorned with photographs, charts, and artifacts that tell the rich maritime history of this coastal region. Among the exhibits, you'll find the tools of the trade that generations of fishermen relied on: weathered lobster traps, fishing nets, and the iconic red buoys that bob atop the waves. Each piece is a testament to the dedication and hard work of those who have made their livelihood from the sea. The museum also houses stories of shipwrecks and daring rescues, tales of brave souls who risked their lives to save others amidst treacherous storms. It's a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the North Atlantic, where bravery and teamwork often meant the difference between life and death. And then there are the personal items, old journals, letters, and photography that provide glimpses into the lives of those who called this place home. It's a collection of memories that resonate within the deep-rooted connection these communities have with the sea. As we wander through these displays, it's impossible not to be moved by the history and the resilience of the people who've shaped this coastal landscape, their stories etched in the exhibits of the Lobster Point Lighthouse Museum. Continue to inspire and educate, ensuring that the legacy of this maritime heritage lives on.
We came in to here. Time to go back.
As I stand here at Lobster Cove, overlooking the rugged coastline and feeling the salty breeze on my face, I can't help but drift into thoughts of the past. It's incredible to imagine how people lived in these remote corners of the world, far from the bustling civilization we know today. As I reflect on these miles and miles of road we've traveled to reach this very spot, I'm reminded of the incredible journey we've undertaken in just the past 2 weeks. The winding roads, the challenging landscapes, and the unexpected adventures we've encountered along the way. It's been a remarkable ride. I can't help but marvel at the sheer determination and resilience it must have taken for those who came before us, navigating these coastal routes and forging a life amidst the wild beauty of Newfoundland. The isolation, the challenges, and the harsh weather, it's a stark reminder of the hardships they endured. And here we are, Julia and I, standing in this breathtaking place, connected to the past through the echoes of history that linger in the air. We're reminded of how fortunate we are to witness this remote paradise, to experience the untouched beauty of Lobster Cove, and to continue our journey of discovery. It's moments like these that make us truly appreciate an exploration and the indomitable spirit of those who paved the way. We're here to soak in the nostalgia, to honor the past, and to celebrate the present. Lobster Cove, with its rugged charm, is a testament to the enduring human spirit and the allure of the great unknown.
We stopped at the picture spot number 1. Jesse flew the drone a little bit, and we have 3 hours to our hotel, and maybe the picture spot number 2.
This is our hotel room for last night. We stayed at a bed and breakfast. Really nice little place. Being tired from moving so much is starting to definitely catch up. And we are in, I always forget everything. It's right there. Something Falls. And so we have about another 6-hour leg today to go to St. John's, where we'll stay the night, look around, and then we'll catch the ferry. So everything on the bike has been working really well. No problems with that, thank gosh. The scenery has been beautiful, as you have been seeing as well. And not really much to say about other than it's just been a terrific trip. and things are going well so far. So right now we're gonna pack up all of our stuff again, put it in the motorcycle, and bon voyage. So here's the morning bike. Ground's a bit wet today. Skies are a bit gray. Wanted to show you what I have to go through getting this electronics in here. So yeah, everything just has its exact spot. You can see it has to be all taken out of the bag again. We do use the bag just to transport things in and out, but the tripod has to go in one spot. The two computers are all at the bottom, the drone, cables, and this thing you have to make sure it's just closed, just perfect. And okay, see, just a little bit, there you go, there we are. Got our 2 dry bags, as you know, go right there. And so my daily task is to use these cloths and get all the bugs off the windshield, keep the bike free as I can from all the insects. And yeah, that's our morning routine. Get everything packed, everything ready. It's been a long evening. This is our Carriage House Inn. Nice little place. I think we're pretty much one of the last to be out. Wouldn't doubt it. That's us every time. Last ones to leave. But that's okay. We get our sleep, which is most important. Yulia. It's what's left to pack.
Did you take the bag?
Yeah, I got the dry bags down there.
Oh, we only have our toiletries and helmets. And
We got to put our pants on, our dry pants. Okay, I got electronics out.
Perfect.
And we'll finish packing and wearing your hat. Because it's cold.
Over breakfast, we found ourselves engaged in conversation with fellow travelers who were exploring Newfoundland and Labrador by car. They mentioned a place called Twillingate, a remote spot far north that was renowned for its breathtaking icebergs. The moment those words were uttered, Julia's eyes lit up, and she declared that we had to make a detour to witness these natural wonders. Now, I won't deny that my initial reaction was one of mild protest. Adding 4 extra hours to our already long day didn't sound too enticing. But in the end, the allure of seeing icebergs up close was simply irresistible. So, with a mix of excitement and a touch of trepidation, we set out as an extended adventure to Twillingate, determined to discover if the journey was truly worth the extra effort. As the day unfolded, we were about to find out just how rewarding this detour would be.
We've made it to where the icebergs are. I just cue the drone.
witnessing that colossal iceberg up close and personal, it became abundantly clear that no video or photography could ever do justice to the sheer grandeur of its nature's marvel. It was a breathtaking experience, and we were left in awe of the forces that had brought this majestic iceberg to our path. With our spirits lifted and a sense of contentment in our hearts, we ventured into the charming village of Twillingate for a well-deserved lunch. As we explored the area, we learned that this quaint village serves as a hub for various iceberg viewing tours, some lasting up to 2 hours or more. It was fascinating to see how these remarkable natural formations draw visitors from near and far. What made our encounter all the more special was the fact that, by a stroke of pure luck, the iceberg we admired had drifted right up to the bridge, granting us an opportunity to get closer than we had ever imagined. As we left the picturesque Twillingate behind, the route to St. John's appeared straightforward on the map. Yet, the road had other plans for us. Unpredictable weather, challenging road conditions, and relentless winds stretched our journey, making it more of an endurance test than a simple ride. The thermometer told its own story, with temperatures hovering in the upper 40s for the most of the day. However, just before we reached St. John's, there was a surprising twist in the weather. The mercury climbed into the 60s, offering a fleeting taste of warmth. But, as if to remind us of the unpredictable nature of this terrain, the temperatures dropped once more as we gained elevation, plunging into the 50s as a thick fog rolled in. We rolled into St. John's late at night, weary but resolute. A quick bite to eat, as well as we needed before as we surrendered to the welcoming embrace of our beds, knowing that the challenges of the road were all part of the adventure.
Well, good morning, everyone. We have survived our first night here in St. John's. Went out for fish and chips. Also had the seafood chowder. Amazing. Had some good time last night having a beer, local beer. And they actually have a brewery called Dildo Brewery. I kid you not. It's actually a region here in Newfoundland, and it's quite famous because of its name. You can imagine, you know why. This is our hotel room, kind of trashed. Julia's looking not trashed. And
Julia's ready for breakfast.
Breakfast as it is. The weather is a bit the same, but not so cold. Motorcycle survived outside last night. We found a place to go for breakfast, so we're gonna walk there. It's about 5 minutes away, and I'm gonna fly the drone down Water Street, and I think they have another name for it as well. But here we go. It's morning time in St. John's, and we're loving it so far. This is just the outside of our hotel. It's also Magnum and Stein's, and here they have the Duckworth Hotel, and the Duckworth Pub is just right here down that way right there. Motorcycle did just fine last night. I don't think he got any tickets. Nobody bothered it for the most part, I hope. So looks pretty good. Let's cover it back up. And ta-da. Yeah, all looks good. Alright. Julia's gonna make her way out, and we'll be out. And here we are. Oh, famous street where everybody comes. It's later on today when the stores open at 10 o'clock or so. I'm gonna go look for some gloves. Here's what their cannabis shops look like. It's a pretty quiet morning. The fog has lifted, it's still overcast. The city is over 500 years old. Well, Julia, we got some breakfast, yogurt, and some coffee for Julia.
A very good delay
What?
from 5:30 to 8:30. So check-in is still at 5:30.
Why did it get delayed?
Because of the winds. The wind is 17 knots per mile.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so that gives us some more time here. Look for some gloves and
Pictures.
pictures. We got check out by 11.
Yes, because 1 extra hour, $25.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get your coffee done and let's move on.
Okay.
As our drone glides down Water Street, we were treated to a panoramic view of this historic thoroughfare. Water Street, the heartbeat of the city, is renowned for its rich history, vibrant nightlife, and a number of activities that keep both locals and visitors entertained year-round. The streets beneath us whisper tales of bygone eras, where sailors and merchants once bustled along these same paths, trading goods and stories from distant lands. Lined with charming, colorful buildings that have witnessed centuries of history, Water Street represents a unique and timeless charm. As viewed beyond Water Street, we are marveled at the majestic St. John's Harbor, whose sheltered waters have harbored countless ships throughout history. This natural harbor holds more than just stunning views. It holds within its depths a trove of historical significance. It was here in 1497 that John Cabot first set foot on North American soil, marking the beginning of European exploration in the New World. Today, St. John's Harbor remains a bustling hub of activity, from fishing boats hauling in their daily catch to ferries shuttling passengers to and fro. The contrast of old and new, where modern life thrives amidst century-old architecture, is what St. John's and Water Street truly represent.
We are back on the streets. Zip that up. A little chilly. Back on the streets, and we're gonna go to one of the picture spots where they have all the colorful houses. Get Julia's Photoshop for that. Make sure you guys go to Instagram, Torres Journeys, to check that out. Otherwise, just walking on down the street and taking it all in. Julia, we now know that this city has over 500 years of history.
Yes.
It's actually one of the first, I would say the oldest settled cities in North America, because the Vikings would come over from Norway, Finland, Sweden, and all that. What's some of your thoughts so far on the city?
The city is actually pretty cute, and there are lots of small places where you can discover and hang out. And looks old, but has charm to it, you know?
It does have a lot of charm, and the thing I like about the city is it reminds me of some of those Oregon coastal cities when they actually were thriving.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yes, and this the city itself is a perfect size. Definitely has a lot of charm, a lot of personality. It's not one of just your big industrial cities where it's just kind of cookie cutter. Everything has a charm to it, a lot of color, and people are out walking the streets, drinking their morning coffee. It is a Saturday here, and I would live here during the summer.
Yeah.
This is over here called South Beach Residences. Actually, it is Art Deco, and it does look South Beach. This is going to be our picture spot. It's right over here, Julia.
That's the South Beach Residences. Julia, do you feel like you're in South Beach looking at that building right behind you?
Yeah, in my mind.
I bet you wish you were in South Beach right now with that weather.
In my
Absolutely.
mind. Where did we arrive, Jesse?
We are at the top of a mountain. I don't know what it's called. It's called, you know, I'm not very good at that type of pop quiz. Yes, oh yes, oh yes. Here we are. All right, Beijing is 10,200 kilometers. Poland is 3486. Manila is 13,000.
Where do you see Poland?
Or England, what does it matter? Damascus 7,000. New Delhi 10,000.
I would go to Manila.
All right. North Pole.
See, we are the center
Wow.
of the world.
Okay, 2,000 kilometers. Very nice. Wow.
See the view? Wanna go hiking? I see people
Ooh,
hiking.
that's awesome.
Wow, that would be really cool to go hiking.
Yeah, that would be. You know, we could go hiking by dirt bike. Honey, you can buy another dirt bike, the GS 1250. Alright, let's go on up there. Let's take a look upstairs.
Yeah.
Go check out the other side of the city. So I do believe this is called a Cabot Tower, and we're going to do the Cabot Loop after the ferry tomorrow. So here we are. So cool. All right, so let's take a look over here at the side. Got a nice lake right here. There's downtown, if there ever was one. Oh yeah. Come on, Julia. Getting a little warm. Yeah. 1892, the Great Fire. St. John's, 1879. A little bit the same, a little different. St. John's, 1831. Yeah, it's not bad today. I think yesterday the weather was bad just for fog and plus being at dark time. Hear the foghorn? Ah, this always reminds me of the Oregon coast every time I hear those foghorns.
Alright, so the Cabot Tower's cornerstone was laid on June 23rd, 1897, the 400th anniversary of John Cabot's North American landfall. Okay. And there it is. Yeah, we can go inside and see what it's all about.
Where's the entrance?
I don't know. I think it's back there with that door.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Uh-huh. Nice. Actually had a car right there, huh? Cabot Tower.
I don't want you to be short on time.
Oh, we're here, Julia.
So all the way around, ships are approaching. Once they're identified, we will raise the emergency signal, and that lets the harbor folks know who's coming in. Ship's due.
Well, Julia, I wouldn't say we're on top of the world, but we're on top of the hill, overlooking the bay. It's a beautiful city. I really like this little area. And the good thing is it's far from everywhere, so people just can't move here and turn it into something they don't want it to be. First of all, you gotta like the cold. You gotta like the cold. And it's out here. I think if it was anywhere else, it would be destroyed. They would destroy the city by everyone moving here. But this is a cool little place for sure. I like it. On a motorcycle?
Yeah,
What are we gonna do for a color? Or wait, color. What are we gonna do for lunch?
for lunch, we'll go to Costco.
They do have a Costco here, and we're gonna check it out. Our boat has been delayed. Our fare has been delayed from 5 till 8. Right? We talked about that before because of the weather, and we still have about 2 hours to get there to the south. So we're gonna go. We're out. Bye, St. John.
St. John's, the most eastern point on our journey. It left an undeniable impression on both Julia and me. It's not just a city, it's an anchor point of our entire trip. As we stand here, gazing out in the vast Atlantic, we realize that from this moment on, everything is to the west. Our journey will take us to the heart of Canada, unveiling the beauty of its landscapes and the warmth of its people. But for now, as we bid farewell to St. John's, its rugged coastline, and its vibrant culture, we can't help to be filled with anticipation for the adventure that lies ahead on our westward path. But first, we gotta stop at Costco.
When we need something good to eat and gas at the same time, we stop at Costco.
They even have chicken strips here with French fries. And let me tell you, these French fries, they rival McDonald's. I want to come back to Canada just for the Costco French fries. They're seasoned. They're good.
Leaving St. John's and headed to Argentia Port turned out to be one of the shortest travel days on our journey so far, clocking in at just 90 minutes. I felt that it was so quick that I half-jokingly contemplated doing it twice to make sure it was real. But let me tell you, the road conditions and the twists and turns along the way ensured that it was an interesting ride, even if it was short. Sometimes it's not about the distance, but the adventure that each stretch of road brings. Well, we made it here to where the ferry is going to be a little early. Yeah, Tim Hortons. Julia's over there getting a coffee and some donuts, her sugar kick. And when you stop, a lot of people like to talk about the bike, about your travels. I'm glad we got the stickers. That way we can show people and give them our Torres Journeys so they can follow us on Instagram and YouTube. We're going to wait here for a little bit. And the weather did have some blue skies out there a little bit. Not this direction. The ferry's just over there, different road. And that's about it. Just kind of killing some time. Arriving at the port, it's funny how 2 days can pass in a blink of an eye, yet somehow feel like weeks. We've seen much in these past 2 days, met fellow motorcycle riders, and even heard stories of those who tackled the journey from Porto Basque to Argentina in a single day. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but there are riders out there who are pressed for time and just can't get enough of the open road. As we lined up with our bikes, it was almost like we were at a bike rally. Other riders would stroll over, strike up conversations, and share their own travel tales. There is a unique camaraderie among motorcyclists, a shared love for the road and the story it weaves. It's moments like these that make the journey as memorable as the destination themselves. Arriving the next morning, as well rested as one can be from sleeping in chairs, we were fueled by the anticipation of what lies ahead. On the next Torres Journeys, we embark on the famous Cabot Trail, renowned for its breathtaking coastal views, winding roads, and a truly immersive experience with nature. So, stay tuned for the next episode of Torres Journeys as we continue our epic journey across Canada, with roughly 4,000 miles between us and the west coast of Canada, all on the next Torres Journeys.